Yeah, man, sending you nothing but the best of luck. You guys have studied hard. That finish line is almost there. Now, let's turn to our sporting achievements. Behind every winning sports team is an exceptional team of coaching staff. And right here in South Africa, we have an abundance of talent in both departments. Our next guest is certainly no stranger to being a part of a championship-winning side. Since playing for the Western Province cricket team, he has gone on to become one of the most successful and innovative, and I stress innovative, coaches in the world. Coach Paddy Upton now joins us this morning to chat about his role in unearthing the next generation of exceptional South African sports coaches and talent. Paddy, what a pleasure.
Cheers.
What an
Thanks,
absolute pleasure.
Good to be here.
It's amazing. Looking at your CV, I think you've coached in pretty much every Premier League, every Super League, part of the Indian Dream Team that went to #1, working alongside Gary Kirsten, yet so much of your focus is now going into that bottom rung, the early stages of climbing that ladder, working with school cricket coaches. Why that focus? How important is that?
I think schools coaches, first of all, it's a really thankless job at that level and very often unpaid. And they're getting our kids at a really formative stage of not only their sporting career, so they're needing to learn the skills, but very much as human beings.
As people,
so creating the experience for them, creating the enjoyment. If they enjoy it, they're going to play longer to matric beyond that and learn a whole lot of really healthy social skills, physical skills. So there's so much more than just sport that coaches are involved in at the school level.
So funny, when I look at my group of mates now, still very much connected. It was formed in rugby, it was formed in cricket. Those bonds and the life lessons that we learned on a field in the heat of the moment is so important. Looking at your CV, yes, that really is impressive, but I think what has certainly jumped out for me is this commitment to learning. Congratulations on becoming an associate professor. I was hoping you'd come in your mantle this morning. But for someone wanting to be a successful coach, for whatever their personal motivation is, what's been the key to your success? What keeps driving you?
I think the obvious thing and probably the easiest thing is to know the game that you're going to be coaching. But today that's very easy. You don't need to wait for coaching courses. You can get anything you need on the internet. It's important to understand your personal values as a coach, the commitment, the work ethic, particularly today, the commitment to learning, the commitment to growing, because the coaching landscape is fundamentally changing from what it was 10 years ago.
Every day, thankfully.
And I think probably the most important thing is you're in the people's game. So it's really understanding people, get to know people. And the best way to get to know people is actually to get to know yourself. So I think personal mastery, understanding what you're good at, what is the impact you have on other people, the better you know yourself, the more you learn about yourself, the better chance you've got of relating to others well and therefore being a good coach.
And being a better mentor. I love that. So I couldn't work my way around this. I think I've been driving everyone insane here because I just can't let go of this last weekend and the Springboks. And obviously Bafana added to that. They'll throw them in that bucket. Very disappointing. We know South Africans, we're far too emotionally invested in our sport. What's going wrong on the national level from your perspective?
It's really difficult. You know, it's a system. There's a lot of pieces of the puzzle. I think one of the things, there are times when you just don't have good players, so you definitely do need to have good players.
Is that the case now?
You know, I think a lot of good players, potentially, they're not playing in our teams, they're playing elsewhere. So somehow you need to be creating a system that gets your best players. And then once you've got your best players, or even good players, it's getting the best out of them. And that's all about creating the right environment, the right atmosphere. And that starts with the administration, the way that people manage players. It moves down to the coaching staff. What is the kind of culture, the kind of environment? Is it getting the best out of people? Are you harnessing the collective genius, the collective intelligence, the collective talent of the team? 20, 30 years ago, that coaching style is still in place today, where the coach is telling people what to do. So the only intelligence is being brought by the coach. And then it's also about the senior players. How are they managing themselves? What environment are they creating for their younger players? So it's so much about the environment and are we creating the right environments? And what we need to be asking is the people involved. I wonder if someone is going around asking the players questions. Guys, how well is this working? Could this work better? And what do we need to do to create a great space for you?
Paddy, thank you so much. I know there are a lot of managing directors out there going, I need you for my team in this office. So we're going to put all of your contact details, your social media info up on our website as well. Thank you so much for everything you're doing for this game, for every game, and for South African sport. We really do appreciate it. Paddy Upton, as part of a stellar midweek lineup here on the show.